This is one thing that I've learned over the years, man. I'm 48 years old, going to be turning 49 here end of the year. And recovery has been a complete game changer for me. So here's some things that I did in order for me to make sure that I was recovering. Because here's the thing, I was exhausted. I was exhausted physically. I was exhausted mentally. And we all know when you get exhausted like that, physically and mentally, emotionally, you're exhausted as well too. And you're definitely not the best version of yourself. And I most certainly showed up that way towards the end of the week. So I knew what I needed to do. I needed to recover. So here's my protocol. Here's what I did. On Saturday, after the race, or after the 3-hour race that I did. So here's what I did. I allowed myself to sleep. I got my good 9 hours of sleep. So I went to bed, crashed pretty early, as a matter of fact, on as you can imagine, on Friday night, and got up with no alarm, knowing that I would usually get up around like 9 to 10 hours of sleep. So I had a nice easy morning, grabbed my cup of coffee, just had my moment of peace. I needed like peace in order for me to recover, right? So I had my peace for about a half an hour. Got into the chili dip. That is so vitally important for me, man. I cannot tell you how important getting into cold water has been for me for the last 5 years. So got into the cold water, got in that chili dip, and it just, like, not only does it get rid of inflammation, not only does it help kind of like heal all the joints and make everything numb that was sore and stiff on me, but it also it releases the molecules in the body and in the brain that I can't help but be in a really good mood. I can't help but just be in that good, calm space. I've got my routine down. I stay in there for about 3 to 4 minutes, depending on how deep into prayer I get. But it is such a great time for me to just be in the moment, be present, and put myself through a little bit of stress. But to be honest with you, it turns into comfort pretty fast. So when that's done, then I went into the light sauna that we have. I spent a good amount of time in there, and that is so good. That is so good to be not only like in like hot sauna. Now, red light's not going to get it. It's going to get about 145 degrees on me. It's not like another sauna where you could actually get in like with the like the rocks where you can get into like 220 degrees. But the red light's going to be so good for internal repair. And so I spent around 20 to 25 minutes. I think I spent 30 minutes in this session. But man, that was so good to have that time too. Just quiet space. I didn't listen to anything. I have a nice devotional that I have that I caught up with. And then I just got clear space, headspace. And then got upstairs. We have a big red light that we brought from the office to the house. Kate and I are using it and got in front of that red light. And it's such a great thing with red light. Red light is awesome when it comes to just healing aching joints and bones. And our son, who tore one of his ligaments in his ankle, did some PRP, but then we did red light with it as well too. And it just absolutely enhanced his recovery and speed of his recovery. So super important. I do that. I do about 5 minutes on each side, do some light stretching as well too, just to kind of take up the time. But just following that protocol right there, just like getting more sleep, making sure I'm going into the chili dip, making sure I'm going to infrared sauna, and then I go into the red light. Like those 4 things are so vitally important for me when it comes to recovery. So if you're looking for like, what is it that you need to be doing? Just follow one of those protocols, that steps, right? Some of those steps. If you can't incorporate all of them, incorporate some of them. I promise you, if you're pushing yourself and you just don't feel like that cup is ever getting full again, you've got to find the things that actually help you recover so that you can be the best version of yourself for all those people that really matter the most to you. So hope that helps. This is part of my journey. 5 weeks until we do that 50-miler. And man, as much as I think I'm prepared, I know I'm not, but I gotta still tackle it. So